Well, on this Tuesday morning, we're going to continue on with Andrew Gomison, speakingforhim.com. That's speaking the numeral for him.com. And we're glad to have him back in studio hanging out with us again today.
Numeral 4. Wow, we're all formal today. Well, Andrew, yesterday you were in and we were talking about who God is. He says he is the great I am. Where are we going in God's word today?
Today we're going to John chapter 8, verses 56 to 58. Remember, yesterday we talked about how God is beyond the scope of time.
Yeah.
But today we're going to read a passage where God himself decided to step into the scope of time to take on the flesh of a man and to relate to us on our level. And it says in these verses, Jesus is speaking, and he says, "Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Then the Jews said unto him, Thou art not yet 50 years old, and hast thou seen Abraham? Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. Then they took up stones to cast at him, but Jesus hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by."
Yeah, I think it's really cool that Jesus would use that passage. I mean, I believe it was, do you believe, Andrew, that it was Jesus who ate dinner with Abraham?
I absolutely believe that. I believe that there are several times in the Old Testament where Jesus appeared in bodily form before coming as a baby in Bethlehem, and I think that was definitely one of the times. And when you read the story of Abraham, you hear God tell him that all nations of the earth will be blessed because of his descendants.
Right.
And of course, we know that Jesus is the Lion of the tribe of Judah, so he was a descendant of Abraham who was in the line of Israel.
That is interesting stuff.
The reason I read that last verse about him passing on and going his way is that he was fully in control. Jesus came to love us, to do good deeds for us, but ultimately he came to lead us into a personal relationship with God through his death, and we'll look at that more tomorrow.
All right.
Right now I'm thinking Casting Crowns Glorious Day on the Chris and Emily Show. Andrew Gomison with them. Check him out at speaking4him.com.